And you see, the political class has decided to hijack our movement and turned it into something, because they tried dividing us into tribes. They very quickly realized that we claimed we were tribeless, we are fearless, and we are partyless. So they wouldn't pull those cards. They tried to use classism. This is the first time I saw that hustler versus dynasty narrative work, because you remember there are members of parliament who went to address their constituents to say that these are people who use iPhones and they go to KFC and they go to in Ubers. Then they realized, no, even the poor people don't want it, so we cannot divide them according to class. Then they realize that they may be losing their power because we have decided to invoke the first article of the Constitution and reclaim the sovereignty of our power. They realized that we can no longer control these people. And this is the thing about government, is they want to control you. The only way we can affect government is if we affect their money. That's why we have a president who faces us, and instead of condoling with us for lives that have been lost, I would think that as a president, the human life, the sanctity of human life would not be lost on him. But this is a president who has blood in his hands. This is a president who's become a part of a regime that has killed us consistently, and this cabinet facilitated those deaths. Remember that these people are not on our side. And I say this because it is the first time I saw the political class clamoring together. They put their differences aside and they came together. And you can see now, if you want to kill a dog, give a dog a bad name and kill it. According to the circulars, what they've done, they've just done reshuffles and they've not fired anybody. In truth, nobody is going to account for their actions. So we are not even sure if this firing was real, because were they given severance packages? What happened? We can never really trace the money, because the truth is always where the money is. This is a government that has shown us utter disregard, not of the Constitution one, but for the sovereignty of the people. They still believe that a fraction of a few should be able to control the resources of the many. And that is why we have to occupy everywhere and affect where their money is. They are going to incite us into violence. They are going to try and pinpoint us and accuse us of being violent. That's why in the recent police circulars that you have been seeing, they have been saying that they have received intelligence that criminal organizations or gangs are planning to infiltrate the protests. But if you have been on any protests, anyone who's been for the protests knows that these protests have largely been peaceful. And whenever there was looting, the police never used their force. The police is stuck in being a police force, and they are forgetting that they are supposed to be a national police service. When we continue